Greetings, this is M squared, and today we are going to evaluate some algebraic expressions. Now, whenever you see the word evaluate, what it usually means is to find the answer, the number answer. So most often when you see the word evaluate, you're going to see variables defined. It tells you what A is. A is -2, and it tells you what each of the letters represent. So you have to take the expression they give you, plug in the letters, remembering order of operations, and then find out what the number would equal. So what I like to do is put parentheses down. I have a B times a C, and then I have a 10 times a Z. Now, sometimes if you don't write down parentheses, let's look what Z is, 2.5. You might think it's 102.5 if you just write 10 and then the 2.5. So the parentheses are really important. I've seen a lot of kids make that mistake. So be careful with that. If there's multiplication, put your parentheses down. So B times C. So first we will find B, that's 4. C is -1, and Z is 2.5. So 4 times -1, order of operations says to multiply before I subtract. So I'm going to do that. So these two equal -4. 10 times 2.5 is 25. And now I can subtract. That's negative. -4 minus 25. If you need your calculator, because you can't do negatives, then use your calculator. At this point, we want you to get the right answer, but you got to remember your order of operations. And if you have a calculator, a graphing calculator, or perhaps one of these where you can do the whole thing out, you could actually say 4 times -1 minus 10 times -2.5, all in one swoop. And I must have messed up there. What did I do? And this is why we use a calculator. I put a -2.5. So, and this, what's nice in this calculator is you can go back and you can delete that little guy. And then you can do it again. And then I got the right answer. Okay, moving on. Now remember order of operations, and a lot of people forget that the top and the bottom of the fraction, the numerator and the denominator, are considered like a parenthesis. Remember, we always do parentheses first. The fraction line is a divided sign. So we have to finish the entire numerator, simplify it, the entire denominator before we divide. And we might not be able to divide, it might just be simplified as a fraction, but keep that in mind. So we're going to say 6 times y plus a over, whoops, don't want the a times z minus b. And now we're going to plug in our letters. So y is 1/2, and a is -2, and that's an a as well. Z is 2.5, and B is 4. So we're going to simplify the top. What's 1/2 of 6? Remember, the word of in math means multiply. If I say what's 1/2 times 6, a lot of times people are like, I don't know, I can't do fractions. But if I say what's 1/2 of 6, most people say, oh, well, that's 3. So keep that in mind when you're doing fractions. Plus a -2. Well, what is 3 plus a -2? It is 1. So now we have a 1 in the numerator. We've simplified that completely. -2 times 2.5. Well, a negative times a positive is going to be a negative. And sometimes I think about money when I have decimals, because some people will grab the calculator. If you had $2.50, and you doubled it, what would you have? You'd have $5. So 2 times 2.5 is a -2, is a -5. And then we're going to minus 4 from that. So -5 minus 4 is -9. And you'll see that we really can't, this is a 1 on top, there's nothing we can reduce or divide, so that's our answer. If you put it in your calculator, you'd get a repeating decimal, so this is probably the best way to do it, is to leave it in that fraction form. Okay, last one. Remember, we're going to write the expression down, but every time there's a variable, we're going to write a parenthesis instead. And there's kind of a lot of parentheses here, so it might get a little confusing. Okay, so 5 times b. B is 4. So we put a 4 in there. 2, and then you see this big parenthesis. Remember, order of operations says we always start with the most inner parenthesis. So b is 4, x is 3, and again we have an x. So we start here. That's our most inner parenthesis. 4 minus 3 is 1. So now we have a 1 plus 3 squared in our big parenthesis. Well, what is 1 plus 3 squared? Well, first we have to do exponents inside our parenthesis. 3 squared means 3 times 3, so that's 9. So I have a 1 plus 9, which is 10. So now that big parenthesis is all simplified, and I can worry about the rest of the stuff. So I like to just rewrite the things that I haven't done yet. I feel like it's, I don't make as many mistakes when I do it that way. 5 times 4, 2 times 10, we have to multiply before we subtract. So 5 times 4 is 20, 2 times 10 is 20. Now I can subtract. 20 minus 20 is 0. So 0 is my answer. All that work for a 0. Isn't that beautiful? Hope you enjoyed that. Just remember your order of operations. You know, I didn't go over that. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Some people use that acronym for it, but it's parentheses, exponents. The thing most kids forget is that these two have the same priority. Multiplication and division are done at the same time from left to right. One doesn't have a bigger priority over the other just because it comes first. Same thing with addition and subtraction. We do those at the same time, left to right. They have the same priority. So keep that in mind. This is M Squared signing out.